Alright, today I'm going to be talking about my GoPro setup that I have to Motovlog with. Just kind of show you what I do and how it works and all the pieces I bought. This is actually a pretty complicated process to figure out. I thought it was easier than what it was, and you stick a camera on there and the audio is terrible and the angle is terrible, and then you have problems getting audio to connect with the camera, where to place the mic. Just a million little things that, I don't know, for me it was a little easier said than done. So this is what I figured out that I like. So you notice the position of where I have the camera. It's just on the side there. And you see how far it's angled out. You see like that? That angle is to help. I'm trying to duplicate like what my eyes would see. I mean, it's obviously off to the side, but it's not pointing one way or the other. It's kind of in the same field of view as my eye pattern, right? So that's where I have it. Side angle, it looks about like that. You notice how it's kind of angled upward, and the reason for that is when you're actually writing, your head is actually looking like this when you write, right? So you see how that kind of levels up. It levels off to be about the same. And then you can kind of play with this thing here to get the, you know, like the in and out of how you want this to be. I try to keep it, like I say, with the field of view of my eyes, because if you point it towards your handlebars, it looks like you're looking to the left or right the whole time, which is also a little funky. One thing that I want to try is to try to angle it lower, like facing down, so I can get more of my handlebars. But at the same time, I look down at my handlebars enough to see what I'm doing. And so by doing that, that's the only one that's a little bit annoying. You have to move this actual piece, you know, kind of move it one way or the other. And like I said, you can see how it's like a little bit of an angle on there. I've kind of got it tilted this way, kind of back. Anyway, so that's just the camera. So what's going on here, this little thing here, this thing swings up and around. I don't know if you can see that. See how I kind of swing it up and over. This guy connects in the port there. Let's see this. It's low lighting, you can't see it very well. Anyway, that's in the little USB port, and then what I did here to get it to stick to the back is I actually put a little piece of Velcro there on the mic adapter and the back of the GoPro. It's actually on the GoPro itself. It's not on this little GoPro housing that it sets in. Okay, so that's all that. Now the next step is the actual microphone. So I forget what it's called. It's like an EC3 something. The microphone that I got, I'll put it in the description. I'm not sure what it's called. It's like EC30 or something like that. But anyway, for the audio jack, I just tape to the back here if I'm not using it. I just kind of throw it up here and just use tape to hold it. Anyway, but when you want to connect it, you just swing it up and around, and then it just plugs in this little dude. Anyway, it just plugs in the little audio jack. Well, it's underneath there, but anyway, it plugs in there. I put it back here so I can ride without using my GoPro. Okay, and so what I did was the wire, here, and then I looped it around the back. Adjust that. Looped it around the back, and then I don't know what I did here. I don't know why I did that, but it's just slack, I guess. Anyway, it goes underneath the oh, that's why. So I put it underneath this chin guard thing, and then it ultimately ends up in the cheek pad itself. So right there, you pop off the cheek pad. This thing here is, I guess, a dead cat. cloth. It's kind of furry, I don't know if you can see that. And I basically stuffed the mic underneath here where I'm sticking my finger, and then sort of in a taco form wrapped it around the mic. And then I shoved it in there so it fit. And that works pretty good for the wind problems. I also use this little chin air guard thing to help with it. But anyway, that's my setup. And it works pretty good. Surprisingly though, even at like 60 miles an hour, this setup here, you can actually feel, and maybe it's just me, but you can feel a little bit of the wind kind of pull your helmet, because this isn't very aerodynamic. So that's a little annoying. But yeah, this is the setup. If you guys have any ideas on the best way to do the mic underneath here that works the best, I'd be interested. I have less wind buffeting. It's like air has some turbulence between the windshield and your helmet. So if you have any other better ideas of how to, like I was showing you the dead cat in that system, I'm thinking of putting some foam in there, so for the high wind to help that issue. But then again, I'm thinking the more you stuff in there, the less sensitive it is, and then it takes away from other things. So it's a give and take, but anyway, this is my setup for my camera. And if you don't know what to do, this is kind of a bare bones, this works and it's easy to do. I have tried to put it here, but it's kind of low and it's hard to do. But anyway, that's the setup.